Hello and welcome to the final of the Northampton Regional with me, Rebecca Gillard, and joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hello.
Hello. And in the game today we have Whammer on the left playing Stark Qohor and you on the right playing Stark Reigns.
Me.
Well done.
Cheers.
Made the final.
Again.
And the last final we saw you in, you won.
Yep.
Why is this final an hour and a half long, Richard?
Because Whammer is a man who doesn't know how to close games out.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And then he basically doesn't do anything good ever.
Right.
I think that's an accurate synopsis of how this game's going to go.
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Whammer's good at thrones because he's the European champion and all that.
You're only as good as your last game.
Didn't he win his last game?
I don't know, what was his last game?
The top four.
I won the last game as well.
Okay, let's look at setups. So we've got a serious training on, the mind fart. What's her name again?
Is that Daisy?
Daisy, that's it. And then we have Last House Scout, a Hartree Grove and Northern Armoury. And on your side, you've got Bran, Rickon and Danella. So both of you, I believe, mulliganed before this. So your mulligan wasn't fantastic by the looks of it.
No, I've got one character in hand there, and that's Grey Wind.
Okay.
And Whammer has Wyman and Rob in hand. Look at him jiggling his legs like he's a little bit happy. So, yeah, I don't like my setup. Normally the card sets up 4 cards, 5 sometimes 3. So this is a weaker setup, and I have no economy at all.
Oh, shit. Even with all that crap in your hand, there's no economy.
Maybe. I didn't see.
Okay.
Probably. Hopefully.
There wasn't. Make your mind up, love.
None on the board.
Ah, okay, I'll let you off. Whammer's like, what is this shit? So for people that don't know, Whammer hates Late Summer Feast. So much so that when Whammer won Euros, Callum, I think, got Whammer to sign his Late Summer Feast for him.
He did.
So Whammer signed it like best plot in the game or something like that. Love Whammer or something stupid
with angry
like that.
face. So, I mean, the irony is humour, because he's open trading with the Pentoshi, which is also not, magnificent.
No.
Giving your opponent 3 gold.
There we go. We're getting the signed copy of Late Summer Feast out.
There we go.
There we go. So yeah, I mean, trading and Late Summer Feast I think are just as bad as each other. But, I don't know, Whammer seems to be particularly...
Cards. Your opponent can do things with card, and they might necessarily be able to do things with money.
Well, considering your shit hand, I don't think you're going to be able to do much with your money.
Yeah, I mean, this would... in retrospect, depending on what I draw here, it could be an amazing time to Pentoshi, because I've got Grey Wind and loads of supplementary stuff.
Loads and loads of money.
Yeah.
So, now that we can leave you guys to your marshalling, we've got a couple of shout-outs.
Have we?
We do indeed. We have 2 new Patreons.
Oh, we'll do some shouting then.
Well, I'm not going to actually shout, because
Okay.
I'll get told off for being too loud or something.
Yes, you will.
So, we've got George Ankers.
Jankers. Old Mother Jankers.
Old Mother Jankers.
Gotta love George Jankers.
We do have to love George Ankers. So
He is one of my favourite players.
he does play some very interesting decks, doesn't he? So if you keep an eye out, you can sometimes see George putting out articles on ridiculous combinations of cards.
Yep.
So, he's a interesting read when he puts his articles out.
Always.
And then our other new patron is Calvin Green.
Calvin?
Yeah, the boss man.
Like, Calvin?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, creator of polls, owner of Excel spreadsheets,
Wow, that sounds like Calvin.
collector of statistics.
Like, every time I ask Calvin if he's seen a video yet, he's like, oh no, I haven't had time to see it. So I always feel like, he never watches them, but he's just trying to humour me.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, so maybe he does watch them. Cheers, Calvin.
Thanks, Calvin.
I don't care what they say about you. I think you're alright.
I think you're acceptable. You have warded Daisy, by the way.
I've warded Daisy
Which is
because
cool.
lack of characters in hand and, Grey Wind.
You got a late...
Last half.
Last half gown, or late half scarf. And a grey wind as well. And you're playing out a Northern Armoury. So that extra 3 gold has basically allowed you to play the Northern Armoury out which is a little bit of economy for you. So I don't think you'd have been able to afford that without the trading. So that's nice. And sitting on 1. And then we're going to have Whammer's marshalling. So just going back to our new patrons, and as this is the final of the Northampton regional, we do want to announce that we're doing a little competition for you all. Yes, remember you suggested it.
Oh, that thing. We're going to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to go on? It's your
Can you
brainchild.
Maybe remind us?
George. Playmat.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, all right, we're going to give away a playmat, one of those King's Landing playmats.
We are.
The map of King's Landing. As you'll agree, it's nice. And, you can have one if you like. All you have to do is guess why George Anchors is one of my favourite players and why I enjoy playing against him so much.
Yeah, I was going to say, we need to clarify why you enjoy playing against him.
So, if you can guess correctly why I love playing against George, you're in with a shout for winning the map. And then we'll draw the correct guesses out of a hat and then we'll let you know.
Yeah.
So, free map. Yay.
Woo.
Let us know.
So,
Rebecca will probably put up the email somewhere.
Yeah, so we going to have a deadline for this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You
2
can
weeks?
decide.
2 weeks' time? What's 2 weeks' time? Wait a minute, let's check the calendar.
Just make it a week.
A week?
Yeah, just make it a week.
Oh, all right. Okay, so it's Saturday the 28th at the moment that we're recording this. So if we say that the deadline is going to be Saturday the 4th of August?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so Saturday the 4th of August by midnight. If you want to give us your reasons why Richard loves playing against George, then we will enter you into the competition to win one of the playmats. If you want to let us know on Facebook, you can message us privately on Facebook with your answers, or you can email us at, what is it? thewhitewalkers@gmail.com. Does that sound right?
thewhitewalkers.thrones
at
gmail.com.
You sure?
We're missing out a lot on the board here, so...
we're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Hello.
Whammer played out, Rob duped Cat with a bodyguard, I think.
Yeah.
And a Rickon.
That seems good.
And
And you've gone in with the military with Daisy and Greywind.
Yeah.
So Rob's there defending. And you're playing Winter is Coming.
Ouch.
So it's going to be 2 claim.
Just get rid of that bodyguard. Maybe, so he can't Qohor it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise he's killing Rickon and a dupe off Rob.
He could still use the Sirio's training on Daisy though, couldn't he? Because that's technically his own attachment.
Oh, god damn it. That's silly agenda.
So we're just boosting Rob there. I'm assuming that's to stop the intimidate, and you're going to boost with your last task scout.
Yeah, I'd like to drop Catelyn.
Yeah.
Make sure she's knelt.
Seems like a plan. So as a forced reaction, why am I getting to draw a card? And you're playing Taste for Flesh. Ouch. There's going to be 3 claim them basically. So the Taste for Flesh kills a defending character when there's a direwolf in the challenge. So using the dupe there to save Rob. And then 2 claims. That's Rickon and the bodyguard. Nice. Looking good,
okay.
huh? So as a reaction to Rickon dying, Whammer is able to trigger Rob and restand the board. But you're using your Intimidate from Greywind to kneel Cat there.
Yeah.
Seems good.
I figure I've got the board to take a military claim.
Mm-hmm. Well, surely you could use Bran here, stand Greywind and do an intrigue with Donella and Greywind.
Sure. Maybe I could. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I probably should. I think I should.
Yeah, and then you can get out of Late Summer Feast as well.
There we go.
Standing Greywind. And if you do the intrigue, you can also intimidate Rob, and that stops him from doing anything.
Yeah, I like how dynamic Stark Reigns is.
Oh.
Oh. He's using it early.
I forgot about that.
Some people like to keep it till later on in the Withering Cold turns. which I completely understand. But James is obviously a little concerned about the tempo game. Yeah, well, not necessarily the rain, but going out late on my feet, intimidation of Rob. So now he's avoided Rob being intimidated. He's stopped a rain trigger, so he's still going to get cards should I win any more challenges. Seems unlikely, but
I don't think you're going to win anything with Rickon, love.
I have a Northern Armoury too, Rebecca.
Yeah, but you like to save yours.
Generally, I guess.
Okay. So you're passing. And Whammer's going to go in with a military.
Red.
You don't have any power on your house card to take, so...
Is it time to kill off Daisy?
Probably. I was really surprised that you put a renown on her.
Why?
Just in case Whammer's got attachment control.
Yeah, but I can maybe just march her next round anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just put the pressure on.
So, Whammer there taking the unopposed, and you're killing Daisy.
Yeah, this seems okay to me because the next round I will now get an extra gold because Whammer's plot Qohor, Whammer's agenda, sorry. If Whammer doesn't have any attachments in play, I gain an extra gold.
I also wanted to just point out that because you killed Daisy, Qohor's reaction happens after the challenge claim has been applied.
Yep.
So because he killed Daisy, he couldn't then use the reaction from Qohor to get rid of the serious training to get anything else. So it was actually really good that you killed Daisy then, because otherwise he would have been able to trigger his agenda.
Yep. And we don't want that. We
do not.
Don't want to see any pesky milk on bran or frozen solid on the last half of the Northern Armoury. So, yeah. Daisy, sorry love, but you dared. One other thing I really like about Daisy is the fact that because she's strength X, you can fetch her with summer. I
was literally just waiting to say that. I was like, let him say whatever he's about to say and then I'll say about Daisy.
It's really good. You know, if she dies early, fine, just get her back later when you need the renown and you've got a big board.
Yeah, that's the only sad thing about you killing her off. It's like it's so easy for him to go and get her back. I do like Whammer's mat though. That's the European Championship mat, isn't it?
Do you like it?
Yeah,
I don't think a lot of people liked it.
Oh, really? I think I like it more than the Barra melee mat.
What?
I'm allowed to say it.
Wow.
Even with that terrifying look in your eyes. So we've got March into a time for Wolves. I'm assuming you're going to go first here because you don't want to let him go first and him just put Summer out. So
that's correct.
Marching Cat and you're marching Rickon. Which is a shame because you could use Rickon to stop the time, but then you'd lose even more characters off your board.
Yeah. I figured Danella with the pseudo economy she provides with the Grey Wind and Bran combination seems okay. If only I can draw some character to supplement this.
That's weird. So I thought he might grab Daisy with Summer there, but he just took a Rickon.
Okay. Maybe he just wants chuds on his board.
Is it because he wants to Rickon a Rickon?
Well, it'd be silly if that was the case because Grey Wind can bite him.
Oh, yeah.
Chomp! So, yeah, maybe he just wants extra claim soak.
Maybe. I guess he can always march Summer and then bring him in again later or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I imagine that is his nefarious plan.
Or the classic Wyman sacrifice Summer.
Classic.
Bring him in with a flea bottom to gain another character back to hand as well. Sacrifice him again.
Did you see my hand?
I didn't know. I was looking at you.
Oh.
Was your hand shit?
I was looking, but then you kept talking at me.
Oh.
But I think it was just limited location and an event.
Yeah, your draw is pretty appalling in this game, I must say. We get some great draws later, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Some amazing draws later.
So that's the problem because I cannot capitalise on the board presence. I can't put something else on the board to put pressure on Whammer through challenges. So now all I've got is Flea Bottom and Rickon for extra trick. I got King's Road out, can't do anything with it. I've got 2 Gates of the Moon in hand, which Whammer's reasonably, he's not blessed with economy, doesn't have loads yet. So I don't really want to play that out and give him money at this stage.
He's sitting on 3 gold there.
Yeah, not because tricks. Some gets duplicated for claim purposes, I imagine.
Well, you did wipe out 3 of his characters in the last turn.
Well, not really. He had the saves.
No, you still got 3 equivalent of 3 characters off the board. Admittedly, some were like dupes and saves, but that's still basically 3 characters off.
Sure.
So I'm there just playing a little bit of economy with a Rose Road.
So unless he gets an intrigue icon out, Donella can threaten Reigns on her own. Which may or may not be good. I don't know.
Can you riddle Time for Wolves?
You can.
Okay.
So that's an option. Or Wheels Within Wheels is another option.
Why would you play Wheels at this point?
Depends who's in the challenge. Taste for Flesh is a good attachment to get.
Yeah.
Event. Yeah, I don't really want to fetch the North Remembers with Whammer having a Rob. That seems bad.
Oh, well, Events to be a bit rubbish now anyway because it's got a Bran.
Getting Bran off the board can be good, but Bran can be bitten.
True. Got serious training on the Tumblestone Knight there. So it's probably worth noting that this attachment is almost definitely just being put on anybody because he's not so bothered about this one and he wants to go and get a better one. So, yeah, I don't think it's being put on the Tumble Knight because he really, really wants to have 2 military icons on the Tumble.
You never know. The mind of a genius works in mysterious ways.
Yeah? Would you know, honey?
Oh, shit. I just complimented him.
You just called him a genius.
Oh, forget it.
He's going to be so happy.
Next.
He's going to be like, yay, Richard loves me.
No one's going to be like that, ever.
I'm like it, honey. Occasionally.
I'm doing a military with Grey Wind. I didn't hear what you said. I'm just concentrating on the board. Sorry.
Sorry. I'll stop being silly. So, military with Grey Wind and defending with Rob. You going to make him use his last half?
Maybe, because Donella can get through a Reigns on her own. So thinking about the choices here.
Is Qohor on defence or attack?
When you apply claim, so
okay.
You only apply claim in challenges you win.
Remembering his renown this turn, as he forgot the renown on Rob last turn. So Bran there, kneeling to restand Grey Wind to give him an icon. I'm assuming it's a power icon.
Yeah, ideally I would have liked to have won the military challenge. Then I could have used the Northern Armoury to stand Grey Wind and kill Bran. And then he would have had to take the Summer Duper's claim. However, winning the military isn't an option. There's literally no other way to get a military icon on the board. I can move Lady around, but no one can take it.
Can Bran not take it?
Yeah, but he won't get a military icon, so it won't help me.
No, but I mean, like, you're saying no one could take it, so I was just
Bran could.
Thinking is Bran no attachments.
But in an ideal world, he's not going to participate in a challenge.
So you're doing an intrigue here, which you've won, and you've won by 5. So you're having a look at your Reigns plots. So I think here, I don't know. I know you've got Red Wedding. We know you've got Wheels. We know you've got...
Did I have Red Wedding in this one?
Riddle.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, you did.
I think this was the one where I didn't take any reset at all.
Yeah.
Like, no reset in the main deck, no reset in the scheme deck.
So I found it really weird that you went for Wheels here. I thought of all your options, this was probably the weirdest one.
I think I wanted to ideally get Wolf Dreams, so I could get the big wolf along with Bran.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I've got the economy to play it out.
Yeah.
So whatever I do in the standing phase, go find roaming wolf pack. Go first next turn, maybe with Withering Cold. I have a Northern Armory to use. I have Bran to give the roaming wolf pack another icon and a second challenge.
Okay. But unfortunately, you don't hit anything.
No, I do run 2 Wolf Dream. A couple Winter is Coming, a couple Taste for Flesh.
Yeah.
North Remembers in this.
So it's weird that you didn't hit anything. Do you feel maybe that if you'd riddled the Time for Wolves, that would have been better?
Well, in hindsight, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Because Time for Wolves, I would have got Summer and
nice hit.
Rickon back to hand.
Yeah.
Which I kind of want Rickon there so I can use Flea Bottom and screen the Qohor trigger this round.
But surely it would be better to have Rickon on the board properly. Because with Flea Bottom, if you Flea Bottom him in, then Whammer just won't do the trigger.
But that's good.
And we'll just do it next turn instead. Because Rickon will be gone.
Yeah, but I'd rather Milk not be on Bran. Beginning of next round.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I mean, so my thinking is I get the Wolf Dream, I get the Roman Wolf Pack, Bran not milked.
Yeah.
Because I can Flea Bottom Rickon in to stop the trigger.
Okay.
And then I'm in a good position next round.
Okay.
Whereas now, because it's whiffed, you can say, yeah, Time for Wolf may have been better in retrospect now, because you can get Rickon back to hand and run the risk that Bran's just going to get milked.
Yeah.
And then, because I'm not going to get the Wolf Pack now next round anyway. So that's a bit sad.
Just a little note on what's going on the board. So Whammer did a military with Summer, which you used Northern Armory to stand Greywind and then defend with Greywind. Then a power comes in from Bran. So you Flea Bottom in Rickon. And like you say, this is going to stop Whammer from being able to trigger his agenda.
Yeah, I'm giving him the eyes. What are you doing, Whammer? Nothing? No.
But there's quite a little jump there. It was 4-1 to you, and now it's 3-3. It's amazing just like what one unopposed power challenge can do.
Yep. I used the Northern Armory earlier than I would have preferred because, quite frankly, I don't think my board can take claim with the lack of characters in hand.
No, not with the draw you've been getting.
Someone's standing behind me, playing around with their flip-flop.
Yes, they are.
Famous now. If you own the yellow flip-flop, let us know. Who is that man?
Or woman.
I got a feeling it's Simon.
Martindale?
Yeah.
Was he still there at that point?
Probably.
There weren't that many people that hung around, were there? I think there was like, what? Actually, no, there's quite a few, because I think we went out for food and there was like 12 people or something, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a few. There was Bamford, there was Tagore, Vince, Stefan, Daisy, Dan, you. Yeah, enough people. So what's next? We're doing cold into Time for Wolves.
So you're determined to find those wolves. You going to go and get the big wolves now?
I don't know. Maybe not. I think maybe, looking at the board, I don't think the Wolf Pack... It depends who first player is, really.
Well, Whammer's first.
Yeah, so maybe Wolf Pack not great. Perhaps Nymeria might be better. There's no point in getting Summer because there's nothing to recur. Unless I just want someone cheap and available in hand.
So surely Nymeria is better if you're going first, right?
She can participate in any challenge on defense or attack.
Yeah, I guess you can trigger it, can't you?
So you can pull her in. Yeah, it is Nymeria. I think Nymeria probably made Stark Reign so much better because the ability to bring herself and other wolves into the challenge is really, really strong on that intrigue challenge. So you can go in with an intrigue with Arya, Bolton Flayer, Danella or Cat, and if it's cat, they can't do anything about it. And then you trigger Nymeria, you can bring in Nymeria and Summer or Shaggy Dog, and just however many you need to win the challenge and trigger the Reigns. So I think Nymeria really made Dark Reign playable. Because it's a threat of activation, you don't even need to activate it.
Yeah.
And if you do, you can stand her again with Bran.
Whammer's just put out a nice few bits in.
Yeah, he's got Nymeria, the attachment on Rob, which will give Rob Intimidate.
That's not good for you.
Nope, he's first. Withering Cold. It's going to be a tough turn. I'm going to have to play defensive. Whammer's got Rickon out as well as that dupe on Summer, which gives him Claim Soak too.
He's also put out a Northern Armoury as well, so he's got a bit of extra stand.
Yeah.
You're playing out Nymeria, and what the hell?
It's a Winterfell Kennel Master.
I know what it is.
I think he's a really good one-of. He's a power icon at the lower end of the curve. You know, where you've got Bolton Flayers and Arya, and Bran doesn't really go into challenges. Then it's nice to have just an icon and another ability which just lets you bring other dogs in.
Okay.
So again, that can be really good in range if you want a range trigger. Or you just want to bring in some Intimidate into the challenge.
I guess it's mostly good for your, your doggy deck.
Yeah.
Got military coming in from Rob and Summer. So Nymeria doesn't give any plus strength, does it?
It does not.
So it's a military for 8. You can defend this, I guess.
Yeah, I can defend it. I nailed my board out to do so in the Withering Cold, which is the problem.
That's what I'm thinking. It doesn't seem like the best idea. But Rob with Intimidate isn't very nice.
Am I asking the question? Does it give strength? Ooh. So this is tough. Do I kneel out my board? Do I put Grey Wind in, trigger the Kennel Master to bring Donella in? Because it works on. You can bring in a direwolf or a character with a direwolf attachment.
Okay.
So Lady now has extra significance because the Kennel Master can bring Donella into a challenge in which another Stark character is participating. So there's a lot of challenge movement I can do with my current board.
You've got a lot of options. I think the biggest problem here is that Whammer's got stand and he's got a guy that intimidates. And I think that's what happened in our game in the King of Swiss. You were able to go first a lot with Intimidate and there was nothing I could do. If I knelt something, like, you'd still be able to kneel something else. You know, if I knelt enough that I was protecting myself from your challenge, I'd still net out my characters anyway. So I feel like having Intimidate going first, especially one that you can use like a couple of times, is really strong and quite dangerous to your board. Yeah,
it's really good to start.
Yeah, and I can see here you're decided to...
I've gone defensive.
Yeah, defend the military.
I've just decided to block it. So I've given up a possible range trigger, maybe, depending on what happened with the rest of the board.
So yeah, using the Northern Armoury to restand Rob.
I mean, I still can maybe trigger Rain. Use Bran to give Grey Wind a green icon and stand him. However, it's looking less likely. So Whammer's used the stand now. The best time on the Withering Cold turn for potential Intimidate again.
Yeah.
So now he's going to get Qohor off.
So he's going for the power brand Rob. So that's a strength 6.
6. So he has the last half as well.
Do you have any gold left?
No. I can win it, I think. You Brand to stand Grey Wind, and then I've got 8 strength that can participate in the power challenge plus last half, which would be 11, and he's going in for 9. Is it worth? I think maybe it is. I think maybe I should do this.
Oh, he's put the tumble in as well.
Ah, so that's 11, so I can't win this.
Yeah.
So that would be 11 to 11.
Taking into account the last half, yeah?
Yes. Tumblestone Knight. makes his challenge 8 strength, potentially 11. So yeah, if I do this and give him a power icon, I have 8 strength on the board plus last half. So yeah.
So he gets unopposed and claim.
He's done it. He triggered trading with Qohor.
First time we're seeing it used this game. So sacrificing the Sirio's training to go and get another attachment. And maybe a Froso. Come on, why am I keeping us in suspense? I can see why the game lasts an hour and a half.
Nah, it's not that bad. I mean, CEO training, what's he going to get? Milk? He's going to get some form of location control. He's going to get a lady.
Ah, because then he increases the strength of Rob, so he can intimidate more?
Sure. I mean, he could have intimidated anybody because it was an unopposed challenge.
Oh, yeah.
But he has flexibility with moving lady around now. He still has 2 gold left. So he can move it around before the next challenge or, the next phase.
So you used Bran to restand Greywind, but then Greywind was now anyway from Rob's Intimidate?
Yeah, he would have just knelt Bran anyway, so either way, same result.
So I'm assuming you're not going to do any challenges? No, you're just going to go straight to Dom. So it's 6-4. Still pretty close, but I do feel like your board's nowhere near as good.
As good, you mean? He has Rob.
Basically, yeah.
He had that safety blanket, being safe in the knowledge that if I do a military challenge against him, he can stand his board, kill off a chud, which is nice, really nice. I'd love that.
I mean, you could have done like a little chump power challenge with the Kennel Master, maybe.
But then he'd never stand up.
But then he'd never stand up.
You keep my options open for the next round.
Fair enough. I think by the time this loads online, it might be over. But just want to say good luck to everyone who's at Blackwater today.
Oh, yeah.
It might actually upload before it finishes.
I think the cut of Blackwater tomorrow.
Oh,
Sunday.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Well, good luck for everybody in the cut.
Indeed.
And yay, Northamptoners.
Yay.
I'm currently sort of like keeping an eye on one of our metas' progress. We've got Adam East, who is trying to make it to Blackwater. But we've had a message saying that all of the trains into Stratford were cancelled or something. And that at the moment we've got him like on this epic walk. It's like he's walking to Mordor or something. And like little pictures of like where he is and like little bits of the map and stuff. And everyone's like, Adam, you need to get here.
Oh dear.
So doesn't look like he's having the best morning getting there. I guess it's a lot easier when we're driving, right?
A lot easier.
I've still never been to Blackwater. I miss it every year.
Shame.
I know.
So Whammas played Wildfire to get his board restood. Seemed alright, killed off Recon and Tumblestone Knight to do it. That's a fair trade.
Yeah.
And I've killed off Bran and the Grey Wind.
Interesting choices.
Yeah, they were going to be useless this round. And I think I wanted something to participate. Including something that I could kill off like Winterfell Kennelmaster. Because if I say Donella, Bran and Grey Wind, one of them's going to die anyway. Yeah,
true. So Whamma there only playing the bodyguard on Rob and a free bottom there at the end. So saving 6 gold. So I think Whamma's draw was just as bad as yours. Although you have found Cat. That's good.
Yay.
And the Bolton Flayer. Right, Richard.
I've got a board.
You do have a board. Let's discuss how Bolton Flayer works.
Ah, shit.
How does Bolton Flayer work, Richard?
So, okay. It's a forced interrupt when the phase ends. Kill a character with the lowest cost.
Okay.
Lowest printed cost, yeah.
Any other text on there?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Nah, not really.
So
Whammer asked me about the Bolton Flayer. We talk about the Bolton Flayer a little bit during this round, and we're discussing the timing of when it happened. So Whammer flea bottomed in a dupe for Bran for claim soak, and we were discussing when did the Bolton Flayer trigger. So the Bolton Flayer would trigger before the dupe leaves play again. Assuming it doesn't leave before any military claim reasons. So if it's at the end of the phase and that dupe's still on him, Bolton Flayer would trigger and choose Bran to die, presumably. However, in discussing the timing, we kind of forget about the cannot be saved.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. And considering we pointed that out in the King of Swiss game, where you had to murder your own Sansa.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
At least I've moved Lady onto Cat. Daenerys still knelt from the Withering Cold, so useless on her.
So the military is still happening with Robb and Summer here. You've moved Lady over, but it looks like you're not going to bother defending. So Whammer there taking an action to boost Robb. Technically, you could still defend here, right?
I could.
Because you both had an action, so you could choose to defend.
Have I not defended? Have we passed the declare defender's step, is the question.
I'm not sure.
I guess
no.
not.
Okay, so defending there with Nymeria and the Bolton Flayer. But I believe Whammer's still winning this by quite a lot. Okay, and you're also pulling Cat in as well. So that should be enough to defend.
Or was it?
Might not have been, but it is now.
Yeah, because I think he has 11 or 12. I now have, well, I had 12 in the challenge. But now I have 15.
Yeah, because one would have had 3 from Summer, 5 from Robb, and that's 8 plus Lady for another 2. That's 10, last half for 12, yeah. And then you've got Cat, Bolton Flayer, Nymeria, which is 13, I think. So you won that challenge, basically.
Yep.
And then moving Lady and Nymeria over to Bran. And you're defending with the Steward. So this
Winterfell Kennel Master.
Sorry, yeah, the Kennel Master. So this could be important because Whammer was asking at the beginning of the round about how Bran would work with the Bolton Flayer. And it seemed to me that basically depending on how the Bolton Flayer worked with Fleabottom and the dupe, he may or may not have put that dupe across onto Bran. So because he's put those attachments onto Bran, I think maybe if he'd have known how Bolton Flayer works, he probably wouldn't have put the dupe on Bran, and he probably wouldn't have moved those attachments over. So I don't know how that would have affected the round. I don't know if he'd have Fleabottomed in somebody else, for example, and I don't know if he would have put those attachments onto Bran because of the risk of losing them when the Bolton Flayer kills
I don't
Bran.
know that he got anything else to Fleabot.
Yeah.
I think
But there'd be no reason to do it if the Bolton Flayer was just going to kill it anyway. I don't know, maybe. But he sacrificed Lady to go and get a seized, which is putting onto his own Northern Armoury. That means the Northern Armoury will be blank for the standing phase. So because it's blank, it means the Northern Armoury will automatically stand.
Yeah.
And that will just fall off at the beginning of marshalling phase next turn. So he will have a stood Northern Armoury, which is a really nice little trick.
Pretty cool, huh?
So yeah, so we're reaching the end of the round then. I'm assuming you're not going to be able to do any challenges. So here, the Bolton Flayer, as we say, should have just killed Bran because it cannot be saved, which means that Whammer would have lost the attachment if he had put it over.
And he'd only have 2 characters on the board to my 5, having already played his wildfire.
Yeah.
So that's significant, I feel.
Yeah, and also having the Bran on the board stops anything like Winter is Coming or Taste of Flesh, stuff like that as well. So it could be important. I don't know if it's like a game swinger, but I feel like it could have significantly improved your position on the board.
It depends on what we have in hand now and what we can play next round. If Whammer can play character, then it's a bit of a non-issue.
Yeah. So Whammer there won Dom, and during the dominance phase moved Nymeria back over to Rob, just FYI. And plot-wise, you've played Political Disaster against Whammer's Breaking Ties. That seems really good for you, actually, because Whammer's not got anything duped.
Yeah, it's okay. It's cool.
So Whammer loses quite a lot of economy and Last Half Scout. No, is it Last Half Scout? It's not Last Half Scout. Last Half?
Last Half. Last Half Scouts is a character, Rebecca.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. And you're keeping Flea Bottom, Last Half, and you also had a duped Gates, so you get to keep the Gates.
Giving Whammer an economy, but
it's good to get the 2 gold yourself to repopulate and...
Normally, but my board's okay.
So what, you're saying maybe you shouldn't have kept it?
Well, doesn't matter.
Be a bit
really.
weird not to. Whammer's plot there, Breaking Ties, could hurt. He's put... What is that? Oh, is that the 7 robes thingy?
Yep. Brothers Robes.
Brothers Robes. So can you remember what that does again?
After the attached character is knelt, you can use it to blank locations or attachments. However, after the attached character is knelt, Whammer can't trigger it because the attached character is Cat. So really, he's only going to be using it for Qohor reasons.
So here, look, Whammer didn't actually marshal any more characters. And he had 5 gold, so he could have. So yeah, that play.
He could Breaking Ties Summer and bring Summer back and recur Bran. But that leaves his board really light.
Yeah, I think that could have been quite important, maybe. But like I say, I don't know like how much it would have changed things. I feel like you probably wouldn't have put Nymeria onto Bran, which means that you might have left your steward standing and got an unopposed power back. Maybe. I don't know.
Probably I would have blocked it with the Winterfell Kennel Master.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, because I'm down in the power totals and I want to slow the game down. So by blocking power challenges, you slow the game down, you stop bringing unopposed power into the game. And that gives me a bit more time to leverage my board position.
Did you marshal anything?
Maybe not.
I don't think you marshalled anything. Oh, was that the turn? Is this the turn where you drew like 2 Winterfell stewards?
No.
Okay.
It might have been the turn I drew 2 Roads.
No, that's later on, because you show us. Spoilers, guys. Richard gets 2 turns in a row. Fantastic draw.
Amazing.
Okay, so a power challenge with Rob. And you're defending with Cat. You're like, do you have any actions? And he's like, no, because Cat's in the challenge, so I can't trigger robes.
I'm like, yep, but I have an action.
Yeah, so nearing the last half there, boosting Cat, meaning that Whammer doesn't win the power challenge, which is good. It means that he can't intimidate on this challenge anyway, because he's going to use his Northern Armoury. So Northern Armoury to stand Rob. And then a military with them both.
So he's going in for 8 strength. I can defend this too. If I wish to.
How?
Well, I can move Lady onto Donella, defend with the Flayer and Nymeria, then trigger the Kennel Master to bring Donella into the challenge.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad move, because then you could do the power back with the Kennel Master, right?
It is true, but he does have Breaking Ties.
Oh yeah.
But like I say, I'll leave his board light, but
I guess it doesn't matter to him if he's
So yeah, I decided I don't care about the challenge. I wonder if maybe I should have defended it and just kept playing defensively.
Maybe.
Maybe
like
I wanted to trigger the range.
Yeah. Although it's likely it's going to get sent back to hand, right?
Yeah, possible.
Because he's not used flea bottom, so he's basically going to be able to use summer twice.
Yep.
I imagine, though, the Bolton Flayer would be one of the targets. Because otherwise Bolton Flayer is going to kill Bran.
Yeah, but Bran shouldn't be there.
You should not. What is that?
The Bolton Flayer is honour bound to not participate in intrigue challenges. However, he does get +2 strength in military challenges.
But it means that you can't trigger reigns as easily. And you don't really want to put Lady onto Danella, because if she is breaking ties back to hand, then you'll lose Lady, because Lady is terminal.
Yeah. Decision making.
So renown on Rob there, and intimidate Danella. So I guess the only thing here you can do is a military. Do you run 2 marched?
Not on this day.
Because if you did, it would be a good time, I think. So it looks like we're going to use summer here. To send, I guess, Nymeria?
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Probably wouldn't do it on the guy who just put an attachment on.
Oh!
Gates of the Moon.
It's interesting. Blowing up your economy.
Yep.
And then that triggers Rob to restand. Oh, that's a bit annoying.
It is what it is.
And then Summer comes back in.
This is where he could have just recurred Bran if Bran had died.
Yeah, I guess so. Although Bran would have been in hand.
Yeah. I don't know. Bran stopping me from playing any events this round. Possibly not anyway, I don't think.
You had Taste of Flesh in your hand for like most of the last few rounds, I remember.
Did I?
I
think I had a Winter is Coming and chose not to play it
at
this stage because he had... Actually, that's a good point. I had Winter is Coming in hand for at least 2 or 3 rounds and I didn't play it because I was waiting for an opportunity to use it.
Yeah.
So Bran's not there. I could play it.
So Summer there brought Stacey back to hand. So Wammer now has a renowned character, or an extra renowned character. You're doing a military here, because he can't do the intrigue. Why did you do that? Why did you bother doing the military?
Me, because I'm winning it.
How are you?
He's honour bound. He's got +2 strength.
Ah, that's really funny.
+2 strength in military, and I can move Lady over, so that's 7.
Brilliant.
So a free Winter is Coming because Danella.
But branding it off.
He brand it off. Rob got a bodyguard on him, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. If I had a Taste for Flesh, the clever thing would have been to move Lady onto Bolton Flayer, Taste for Flesh to remove the bodyguard, and then Rob dies.
Yeah.
So I clearly can't have a Taste for Flesh at this stage.
Okay. So again, if Bran wasn't on the board here, you'd have got that 2 claim off.
Bran wasn't on the board there. Nothing. There's no difference.
Yeah. But I guess Wammer would have kept some on the board maybe, rather than taking them out so he could use some of a claim.
Maybe.
If you had another march right now, that would be lovely.
Yeah, but close call. Close call, yo.
Yeah, let's close call that Bolton Flayer.
Worth plotting the game.
What?
I know, it's late summer feast.
I'd say close call's pretty good.
It's alright.
So yeah, Bolton Flayer moving across there. And you get to draw a card because Wardens of the North isn't a war plot, a winter plot. It's a war plot.
So, close call. Why didn't I close call Bran and Grey Wind? And or Grey Wind? The answer is Bolton Flayer and Flea Bottom. Triggered before card leave play at the end of the challenge phase. So I can, if he starts bringing in Summer and Bran, then I can Flea Bottom in Bolton Flayer and kill it. So I feel like that might be better for me to control the board.
Yeah.
And also he can help me trigger rain. So that is why I selected that non-unique character to be close called instead of Bran and Grey Wind. Bran or Grey Wind.
Also, Grey Wind, you wouldn't have been able to Flea Bottom out, for example.
Yeah.
And Bran, well, I don't know. You might have been able to use him and then find him later, but unless you've got him in hand, you don't know if you're going to find him.
No dogs on the board. Danella's helping me pay for Sansa.
So, Cat there has been honour bound, which is going to make it more difficult for you to get your reins off.
Yep.
However, you have managed to play Sansa. I think she's in like 2 strength, maybe. I think
she's 0 strength.
Have you got that many dead characters?
Like, oh no, 3. She's 1 strength.
She's 1 strength, but we can restand Sansa by moving Lady onto her, which is nice. Plus Nymeria for a bit of intimidate. And one of there just with the Begging Bros. I think there's 2 gold on them.
Yeah, I think there's 3.
There might be 3.
Because he would have collected 7 gold.
3 for the cost.
And you've got 1 left.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that makes sense. So it looks like Whammer's struggling as well with his draw here.
Yep.
So you're both having difficulties.
Just Wyman things.
Yeah.
Where's Wyman?
I think having the Rob with the Intimidate's really helped Whammer this game.
It's been strong. It certainly helped control the flow of challenges.
Also, I mean, Whammer's been first pretty much every single round.
Yeah, that's kind of what you want to do.
Which I think's been really, really good for him. Because it means that he's getting his Intimidate off and you're not. So, yeah, I think he's been playing it well. Not that you haven't, but he's been playing it well. It's 11:04 and there's still like half an hour left.
Yep.
I can't decide if you guys are just really slow or just...
Well, what do you think?
I don't know, I can't decide.
No, we're not playing that slow. You're playing a little slow, but...
It's just a long game.
It's a complicated game.
Should probably note, for people that don't know, that regional finals have a limit of 2 hours. Because otherwise people are going to be like, how is this like an hour and a half long? The games are only 55 minutes. There is a reason you're allowed to have 2 hours for a regional final.
So you can play the best final you can.
Yeah, you've got time to play it.
With no mistakes like Bolton Flayer.
Yeah, you know, these 2 top quality players.
2 top quality players surrounded by 8 other top quality players all missed this.
I mean, you do realise I'm sitting next to you in the video, right? Like, I'm not sure that you're surrounded by top quality players.
Oh, I didn't even count
top
you.
Top quality like players and me, right?
I didn't even count you as a player, to be honest.
You cheeky shit. I made King of Swiss.
No, you didn't.
The game of King of Swiss.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Is what I meant. Such a dick.
Such a dick.
It's an arsehole.
Say my name.
No wonder Lowen likes you.
I don't care. Do I look like I care? I don't care.
Oh, he's getting rid of Honour Bound. That seems like a weird decision. You're just going to come in with your intrigue challenge and be like, aha!
Am I? Is that what I'm going to be like?
That's what I'd be like. Although I guess if you really wanted to get through Reigns, you could.
Yeah. Got Nymeria, Danella,
frozen
Sansa.
solid.
Not on the flea. He doesn't want the Flayer in, huh? Ah, last half.
Oh.
Doesn't want the challenge buff.
Oh, because Sansa would die, wouldn't she? Because she's only 2 strength, 2 cost even.
What?
Oh, Cat's getting intimidated.
No, from the Bolton Flayer.
Yeah, so the Bolton Flayer's force direction would happen on Sansa.
Yeah, I kind of thought I could take Sansa's claim, but I've taken Nymeria dupe. Fair enough. She's still got a strength, Sansa.
Yeah, you should have taken Sansa for claim.
Why?
Because then you could play the Bolton Flayer, and that's 3 costs, so you could kill the Begging Brothers. Or at least try to, anyway.
Yeah, Begging Brother can cancel it, right?
Can you cancel forced reactions?
I think it triggered character ability. I think it can. I'm going to check it now, just in case.
Yeah, I feel like forced reactions you can't cancel.
No, they're still triggered character abilities. They're just triggered by the game instead of the player.
Okay. You know these things better than I do.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I really?
Always. So, an intrigue coming in from the Begging Brothers for 3 strength? There's 3 strength.
They are 3 strength.
So, you could defend here with Sansa for 2, 1.
He's on 13 power to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've got to defend it. Right?
Are you going to make an epic comeback?
Maybe. So this is a hard choice. I can leave it unopposed and trigger Rain maybe on the comeback, but that takes him to 14. And if he has a trick,
yeah, because
I'm stuck because I can only defend for how many? 1, 7. I can defend for 9, I guess.
So you can defend for enough to win it.
Whammer looked a little concerned.
Okay, so Bolton Flayer comes in. So that's 3 strength, Sansa 4 strength, Danella 8 strength. So that'd be 8 to 3. Right?
Sure.
Oh, checking the Reigns plots. You know what that means.
I mean, I'm psyching him out.
Mm-hmm. Normally.
I mean,
okay.
What we got here? So we've got 7 strength.
Huh?
Donella 3, Sansa 1, Bolton Flayer 3.
Oh, okay. I miscounted someone somewhere. But moving Lady over to restand Sansa and also increase her strength. So you are now winning the challenge on defence by 5. So you're triggering Reigns here. Red Wedding. That seems good. You're about to make an epic comeback.
If Whammer has a way of standing his board and defending the challenge, then I'm screwed. But I've got 2 potential challenges here.
So we're going to go in first with...
A challenge. Intrigue.
Reaction kill Rob! Yay!
Bam!
He's gone. He's been there for an hour, but he's finally gone. And that gets rid of Nymeria. For a bit anyway. So he's unopposed. You've done the reaction, no claim, no keywords. And you might as well just take Dom with Nymeria. Right?
No Lord the Lady to kill. No claim.
Could you have killed Sansa if you did the military?
What?
So you know, if you did the military with Nymeria and 1, could you use Red Wedding and react and kill Sansa? Is it kill a Lord or Lady? Or is it an opponent's Lord or Lady?
Good question.
Because
then I could have Bolton Flayered. Well, he would have cancelled it.
Well, we'd have got rid of one of the gold off him at least.
True. That is a good question, Rebecca. I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, you might not be onto anything, but you might be.
Let's have a look. What's the wording?
You focus on the game and I'll have a look.
That's alright, you're just deciding on your plots. So we've got the King of the North from Whammer and the Withering Cold from you. So as far as we know, Whammer doesn't have any kings, but I'm assuming they've probably got the Wolf King attachment somewhere. So maybe he's drawn it and he's going to be using it. And you've gone for Withering Cold, which I'm assuming is because you're running out of plots to use. Oh, this is where you drew your double Winterfell Steward. And
Whammer's got characters.
yeah, Whammer's got a Lewin, a Dacey, a Tumble. Got a few nice bits and bobs. But your hand looks shit. Found it?
No, I was looking at my old deck list and it turned out I didn't run it in the regional that I actually won.
Oh. Okay, so Richard's finally going first. You marshal a Winterfell Steward. And your second Winterfell Steward. Exciting times.
Amazing draw.
Best draw ever. So Whammer's marshalling. He's going to get a reasonably large amount of gold. He's going to have 7 gold plus the Hearttree Grove to play with.
You choose and kill a lord or lady controlled by the losing opponent.
Ah, that's a shame. That would have been really cool otherwise. I feel like I'd have found something exciting.
You're full of cool ideas that never work. Well done, honey.
You little shit. I mean, I know it's true.
Look how magnificent my wide board is.
Yeah. Chud's army. Do you actually get any characters that were higher gold cost than Greywind at any point?
That would be telling.
At least if there's a first snow, you've got 3 4-costers on the board.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I do run enough 5-costers or higher. I have 3 Greywind, I have Wolves of the North, Roaming Wolf Pack, Whammer Manderley, Rob Stark. There are characters that are higher than 4.
They're just not in this game.
They're just, yeah. In fact, if I remember correctly, there's an amusing moment later in this game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 You remember, don't you?
I remember.
I'm sure we're going to see it, well, not very soon, because still 20 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
But soon.
Soon.
What are we waiting on?
We've got games where we literally, they only last 20 minutes on our channel. We've been going for over an hour, Richard. So at this point, they're like, Chud fight!
Chud battle.
And Richard's like, power with the Winterfell Steward! And Mama's like, only the big boys get to play here. Kneeling a Tumblestone Knight.
Major characters battling it out in the Game of Thrones.
But then, you pass. And Mama's like, fine. I get how it is. I know what challenge I need to make. Are we ready?
Is he going to do that Winterfell Steward power challenge?
Are we ready?
No, I don't think I'm ready.
Are you not ready?
No.
Come on then, Whammer.
I'm a little bit ready, but let's see.
Chud fight! But the thing is, he only needs to kneel out a Tumblestone Knight to defend yours. You're going to have to kneel out Danella or Cat.
Maybe.
Which is a lot worse to have knelt on a Withering Turncold.
Yeah. Withering Turncold?
Wait, what?
What are you even saying?
I know what I meant. So yeah, you're having to defend with Danella.
It's fine.
Which isn't quite as
I've got more characters.
productive. So that was fun.
It was fun. I mean, thinking about it, would I have been better served just to go in with Danella and Cat?
What, for an intrigue?
Yeah. There's nothing else in the discard that I can flea bottom in, I don't think, so I wouldn't have won Reigns if he'd have defended with the Begging Brother. I can't Reigns out of the Withering Cold.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You wouldn't been able to trigger flea bottom anyway because of the King of the North.
Oh yeah, and I got no gold.
And you got no gold. So, time for plots. One was chosen his.
Oh, I've got all my plots back.
Ah.
Maybe I could go... Time for Wolves? Time for Wolves. Withering Cold. 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, 2 Withering Turncolds is pretty harsh.
Turncolds?
Have I done that again?
Yes! Stop saying Withering Turncolds! You are truly bizarre. Stop this.
I didn't mean to. Oh, I'm sorry.
So, did you see what just happened?
No. What just happened? You went and got Summer?
Yeah, but the 2 cards I would have drawn were Rob and Wyman. In fact, the top 3 cards were Rob, Wyman, and the roaming wolfpack.
You fool! You shouldn't have done the time for wolves.
I'm assuming that's what happened because I missed it because you were withering Turncolding. But I think that was the time it happened.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Oh yeah, so then you draw a summer, and you're not allowed to do the reaction because of the begging bro stopping it.
Yeah.
And then your draw was shit. So that was good.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't any of Rob, Wyman, or the roaming wolfpack.
No. Because, quite frankly, it's 9-7 now, and you're getting the stronger board, and you're first player with Intimidate. So this could have been good, apart from you decided to go find Summer, couldn't do Summer's reaction, and then didn't get Rob or Wyman.
But I'm not the first player.
Oh, you're not the first player, sorry, got confused.
Yeah, Wyman's first player, so... It's cool.
It's cool. Oh, we've still got Nymeria. Yeah, Nymeria's on Daisy now.
That sounds wrong.
Why?
It just sounds like some sort of attacky wolf. Nymeria's on Daisy. Ah!
He's such a freak.
Thank you.
So you're paying gold. Oh, maybe not. You're paying gold. No, you're just keeping gold. Oh no, you did pay for gold. You paid for a Northern Armoury. Okay, that's
Paid
good.
1 gold for Northern Armoury because Danella's reduction.
Ah. And then
Danella's good. People forget about her, but she's so good.
Yeah, she's done quite well for you in this game.
She's just really good for Winter is Coming. Like, if you don't have to martial lawyer characters, and you can get that, you know...
Surprise.
Yeah, if you spend all your gold, sometimes they don't see it coming. Sometimes they see it coming. Yes.
But either way...
I covered my bases there.
Oh dear. So Daisy then with Intimidate is 5 strength. But if Whammer brings in someone from Flea Bottom, she'll go up to 6. However, if he uses Flea Bottom, then Flea Bottom's going to be knelt for next turn.
I assume Daisy's Stark characters only, is she?
I believe so, yeah.
Cool.
From what I remember. Okay, so he's going to go for Flea Bottom. To go and grab Summer. Summer's reaction. You're trying to use a bang brother there to stop the reaction.
No, 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 he says.
And yeah, I think he got Bran there. It was a little bit quick, so I'm not entirely sure. So because Summer's now on the board, it does mean that Daisy's now at 6 strength. So she can intimidate quite easily.
I feel like this is the stage where the game actually turned into Whammer's favour more than anything.
Really?
Yeah.
See, at this point, I was thinking, oh shit, Richard's making a comeback.
No, this is the point where I'm thinking, okay, I think I'm going to lose now.
Okay.
Because all the way through the previous 7 plots, you know I've got a chance. I just got to wait it out. I've got to be clever about how I play, defend challenges where necessary, and take my, get my small attacks in when I can. And I always feel like I can pull it back, even though I go 14 power down. But this is the stage where I'm starting to think, the board's getting big. I don't have a lot of strong characters on the board. I don't have any of my big guys. So I'm going to have to use all of my resources just to slow him down again. But I feel like he's amassing the board to stop me.
You're defending quite big here with the power challenge. But I guess you need to.
Another thing is I don't have any resets. So I rely on going first with Intimidates, which just hasn't been happening in this game.
Got a military from the summer here. I'm guessing you're going to let that go through unopposed and just kill the steward.
Unopposed is dangerous, speeds the game up.
but you need some character standing.
Yeah, the Withering Cold is the thing.
Okay, and then passing. So it might be worth getting a cheeky military in, because it would be unopposed. Might be nice.
Reduce Daisy's strength, maybe. But
Yeah.
it doesn't really do much else.
I mean, he'd probably just kill Summer, right? Because Summer's going anyway.
Probably not Summer. Probably kill the steward so he can recur one.
Yeah, all that.
So I pass so someone can go to the bottom of the deck.
You take Dom. And back to plots. So we've cycled through both of your plots now, so we know what the plots are. What are you expecting from Whammer at this point?
God knows, I can't remember what his plots are.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sometimes I have a bad memory for things like this.
You're normally pretty good at these.
Yeah, but I can't think right now.
No?
What am I going to play?
I'm not really sure what's going to help you at this point. I mean, really, you could do like a Counting Coppers or something.
Ah, well, it's kind of
You tried.
Coppers.
So, unfortunately, Time for Wolves is a winter plot.
I know. What a bastard, that Whammer, getting lucky.
Or he just played it well.
Or he played it well. I'd be intrigued to know if that's the kind of thing that a player like Whammer thinks of. Whether he thought, you know what, I think Richard might play Close Call. So I'm going to play Time for Wolves so I can actually get Summer back and trigger Summer. And it worked. Or whether it was just a case of, I want Summer, I'm going to do my Summer thing. And it's a happy coincidence. I'd be interested to know if that... what
That's
he
how it
thought.
works,
Or whether
yeah.
it was just luck.
So, I did also want to point out that at this point I'm messaging Richard's mum, and she was like, oh, you know, I really hope Richard does well, and I'm sending voodoo spells on James. And I was like, oh, that's really funny and a bit harsh. And she was sending like witch like gifts and stuff like that. So I told Whammer about him being cursed by Richard's mum, and Richard has just drawn 2 Rose Roads.
Somehow I think the curse went badly.
I think your mum cursed you
Look
by
at my
accident.
hand.
That's so bad. That's really bad. So basically, what we've established is your mum was secretly cursing you and putting voodoo spells on you.
Well, that figures.
And was promoting Whammer to win with his Great John Umber.
Great.
Oh, he's a Great John.
I don't have any characters to play.
Nope.
This
Your
is
mum's evil. She
this-
like proper mugged you off.
proper mugged me off. What are you, in the football factory? Are you in some sort of 1990s aggressive football film?
Yeah.
Where they beat each other up and say, you mugged me off.
Have you never seen me in that great, wonderful movie, The Football Factory?
Yes. You were the annoying girl in the Burberry hat being a chav, right?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Sure. I've got loads of Burberry me.
This is going to go downhill real quickly on the board.
I think it is. I think your mum cursing you didn't help at all.
Whammer's delighted.
Look how happy he looks.
He's like, I'm going to win this.
I'm going to win a regional!
Oh, man.
It's not over until the Lad Thracky sings, alright?
What?
You're wearing Lad Thracky t-shirt.
Oh. Not over until the lad Thracky sing.
Yeah.
Please tell me I don't belt into song.
I mean, you might do.
I won't.
Go on then, honey. Go on then, sing us a tune.
No, thank you.
Hey,
Otherwise, I'll have to belt out Adam Sandler's Somebody Kill Me Please.
Do it. You still owe, was it Meatloaf a song?
I don't owe anyone a song. Who, Meatloaf? What the... what?
Wasn't
No.
Meatloaf was the song? And you,
No,
you
you're
promised
mixing your people up now, which is embarrassing.
Am I?
You should probably just give up now.
You definitely promised somebody that you'd sing on
I didn't
camera.
promise anything.
You did.
I'm not a promise maker.
Ages ago.
I'm a promise breaker. And a heartbreaker, but don't tell anyone that.
What?
Yeah. It's okay, you'll live.
Great.
Whammer's doing a challenge. I'm defending the challenge.
Yeah, you might as well just defend because he's going to restand Amber anyway, and he's going to intimidate anyway, so you might as well just try and block it as much as you can.
Yeah.
And claiming the Winterfell Steward there. So Whammer can just go in with an unopposed intrigue and an unopposed power, so that'll get him to 13, plus Dom will get him to 14. So I don't think he can quite get to 15 unless he's running Winter is Coming, which I don't think he is.
Yeah, he wasn't running any events.
None at all?
No, because all the events lot were dedicated to the Qohor.
Oh, okay. So you brought out... Why would you do that? You plonker.
So I can defend the challenge?
Yeah, but you can see that he's just going to Begging Brothers it. You should have just defended with Bran so it wasn't an opposed.
Oh, whatever. Game's over anyway. And if you were so clever, why aren't you in the final?
Because some arsehole beat me in the King of Swiss, and then some arsehole European champ beat me in the top 8.
Oh,
and they're both on the screen now.
I see. Arseholes, both of us.
It's okay. I don't think you're both arseholes, really.
I don't know why one of
Only
my
you.
Patreons are just to get called an arsehole and just generally mugged off at every opportunity.
He's not. He's silly.
You're so mean to him. I'm the only one that sticks up for him.
You're like the biggest bastard going. No comeback. Says it all. So Bran goes to the bottom of the deck. Whammer takes Dom. And stand. So you managed to eke it out for another turn.
Yeah. I'm so good.
Sure.
Maybe I should play Night's Watch. I'm so good at being defensive.
Yeah, but you're not normally allowed 2 hours for a game.
You're funny.
Oh yeah, funny looking.
Sick burn.
I'm pretty sure Whammer just does a big power challenge and wins.
Are you sure? I'm getting ready to marshal all my characters.
You're going to draw the bigs.
I've said I'm feeling lucky. I'm going to draw my big characters now. On my big gold turn.
Yeah. Is this going to be the epic comeback in the next 5 minutes?
Yeah, you watch.
Okay, I'm watching.
Watch.
I'm watching.
Keep watching.
I am still watching.
Just watch a bit more. Are you ready?
I like that they've put the signed copy back on for you.
Oh, can't see what the cards were.
I know. It didn't show us. You going to show? Nope.
I think
you got your big wolf.
I got a big wolf.
It's okay. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah, it's a bit late, isn't it? Although I'm still limbering up as if I'm about to do some enormous damage.
Damage to your heart and soul, maybe.
Wow, that was unerringly profound. You should write a book.
I did once. I sent it to Puffin the publishers, and they sent me back a poster and a pencil and a rubber saying, "Thanks for the application, keep trying." Oh, the poster that was like how books get developed.
Wow. Cool.
True story.
Yeah, I like it.
It was about Wimble the alien.
What? Okay, so marshalling. Whammer has marshalled some more things.
Yeah, Wamble's like marshalled his entire deck.
Wamble the alien. Whammer Wamble.
Wamble the alien.
Whammer is Wamble the alien.
I'm so happy about this. I need to find it. I'm sure I have it somewhere.
Can we do an old art of Whammer as an alien?
Whammer as Wamble
Whammer as
the
Wamble.
alien. He can shrink things and they go on little adventures.
He can shrink things, what, like my board? Very well done, Wamble the alien. Oh wow, Dire Wolf Pup and Roaming Wolf Pack.
Oh, you've got this, man. You got this.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm not first player though.
No.
So now I'm sad.
So this is the best bit. Do a challenge that I can win, and you can draw a card. Okay.
I did it. We're having so much fun in this final.
You two are a pair of losers.
We are a little bit.
Lovable losers, but losers.
If only I had an event that worked on when you win a military challenge on defence and get 8 power.
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
Doing an intrigue with Cat.
Let him win. He's like really sad. He's like, oh, I can't do anything.
He said, is there any way I can boost? And discarding that Gates of the Moon. And then finally, we do an enormous power challenge.
I've got to think about this one.
Yeah. I mean, you have no cards in hand. But, you know, you might have a trick.
Searching through. He can't trigger anything now. But I'm duffed, aren't I?
And then you're like, use that mirror to pull in all the wolves. Meow.
Wait. I lose.
You lose. You lost. You lost.
I did.
You lost.
Yeah, it happened.
You lost.
It's cool. Congratulations to James.
Yes, well done, Whammer. He's won a regional.
He's won a regional.
He won
I've
3
won
last
a
year,
regional.
didn't he? Was it 3 you won last year?
He did.
Yeah, so you can find Whammer's deck online. We'll try and put a link in the video if I remember. I'll try and remember. But yeah, so Stark obviously done really, really well this tournament. Do you feel like there was anything in that game that you could have done differently, that you could have done better?
Well, the Bolton Flayer thing, I think, makes a difference for a round or two. Because I think my board was better at that point.
Yeah.
But, you know, by the end of the game, it's hard to tell a mistake so early in a 80-minute game.
Yeah.
How much difference that's going to make. So, yeah, maybe that was important. Maybe it wasn't. But the rest of the game played really well.
Mm.
Some big moments, like the red wedding on Rob. That was a fun moment when Whammer's 14 power up, just to bring it back.
I guess as well, you've already won a regional at this point. So you've
so
got your trophy.
Yeah, I wasn't too bothered.
Yeah, you've got your trophy, you got your buy. So either way, Whammer was getting the buy anyway. It was just, you wanted another trophy to put on your cabinet.
No wonder he was so happy.
Alright, so we should probably round this up. So thanks as always to all our patrons. If you'd like to support us, you can do so at patreon.com/thewhitewalkers.
And don't forget our mat competition.
Yep, so why does Richard love playing against George so much?
Yay!
And we'll see you next time for the next regional.
Yeah, see you later, guys.
Thanks everyone.
Bye.